Alright guys, welcome to another real-time critique. These are submissions from the community on Patreon. I got two for this month. We have this one from Rurik and there's another one from Khaled. I'm gonna try and go through these rather quick, point out the stuff that I would fix, stuff that can enhance the illustration. I think for this one, Rurik mentioned that the background was an issue, although I don't see that it is. Definitely there's ways to actually make it look better. It would require investing a lot more time. But let's focus on the more important stuff. So I'm gonna duplicate drawing. We can try and slice the character here. I'm using call it selection brush. I'm gonna just try and create a mask for the character. It's gonna life easier. I think this would do the duplicate. All right. So first thing first, I mean, for an illustration, if you have a character, the face is what's gonna sell the illustration. If the face is not good, then whatever you do for the rest, it's not gonna work. I'm actually surprised that like this is a bold move, kind of like trying to capture a character, like the camera looking up, and you have also like I'm not sure, like maybe reflected light or light from the candle. You have reflected light on the face, which is one of the hardest stuff to actually nail. Like you pick two really hard stuff that usually artists avoid, and yeah, it's the face needs to be adjusted. So number one, I think the jawline. So we have I'll try and fix those and explain as I go. There is also noise on top, so gotta be an issue, but I'm gonna fix that. Maybe paint a little bit over it. So we have, so the corner of the mouse doesn't go this far, like it's in the original. You have to get a line from the pupil down, so it doesn't go to the jaw, corner of the jaw, but goes actually like straight down. So you have to see where that in perspective as well. That's like the first issue we have. Second is the actually trying to get this area to work, like the jawline, position of the jaw. This is a very hard area to render. Usually, honestly, I would avoid doing something without a reference. My suggestion always grabbed as it's free software. Pose the character, set up the camera, set up the lights. Use that as your reference. The ear is way too far. Neck is way too long. Anyway, so you can see now the difference, like the mouth, the ear. The ear has to be because the head is a sphere. You extend the line, so the ear is set up between the eyebrows and the nose. Set up a line, so the ear should start from this point here, because we're looking up. So it still needs a little bit more work, but closer to how it should be. Right, let's grab a normal hard edge brush and try to work this. And I don't have a reference. Maybe I should like grab a reference for this one. I'll try to work with what I have. But yeah, spending time rendering the head is what's gonna like pay off at the end. So yeah, it's not a waste. Do it. Especially if this is like a, what do you call it, personal character. Gonna end up in your portfolio. You need this to look good. So a couple of things here. I'm not sure where this source of light. Usually what I would do, especially for this setup, so you have the sun coming from this direction. You have the candles here. These are not really important. We can blur these, like the light they're gonna emit is not that significant. What we can do is actually have another source of light coming from the top, which is blue light, which kind of contrasts with the orange that you have. So we can maybe add some of that here. I'm gonna switch to my smudge brush. All of this like needs to be tested as well. Sometimes I spend like a whole day just rendering the face because it is that important. And you need more variety of colors when it comes to like rendering the face. What you have right now is just monochromatic. Not enough. More variety of colors. So the trick of adding like another light source from the top is that it defaults to the regular rendering pattern of the head, which is like something I memorized well. Here to do, read well, so try to like avoid do the extra work, kind of the face, the light source coming from the bottom. And get the nose as well. We'll have a little bit of reflected light in the nose. So more. So she has glowing eyes, a little bit of red on the corners of the eye. Usually for the pupils, like don't have them drawn like this. I guess it depends on the style, but if you can blur the edges, like there is no like natural eyes. The pupil is blended a little bit with the white of the eye. Then we have lips. So the upper lip is gonna be darker because it covered in shadow. The lower lip is gonna be lit up, light coming from top. Okay, let's add a little bit more blue. And so gonna be a failed experiment. Let's see. I mean, this is part of doing art. You have to experiment a lot to get to where you want. There are shortcuts, but I would take chances with my personal work. There's no client involved, so this is gonna end in my portfolio. I would spend trying to perfect it and to at least like learn something new. Let's have a little bit of orange, a little bit of good light. Let's flip the canvas back. I'm trying to like light up the planes that would catch the light if the light is coming from the top, and fix the details later. Important to just have it all readable immediately. This we'll have a little bit of light here as well, the corner of the mouth as well. This area still needs to be fixed. The hardest parts are usually eyes. Eyes are pretty hard to do, and the nose is pretty hard to do as well. Hard to nail down. Especially you have like a certain look in mind, and maybe if you have a photo reference and you're trying to for that look drawing, be hard. One of the hardest stuff for me is capturing likeness. It's pretty hard. All right, eyebrows. Look online. Go to Tumblr or Pinterest, Instagram. See how eyebrows are done. This is not the 90s anymore. You need thick eyebrows. And okay, let's do one more of these. Filter, liquefy. Oops. I think this eye needs to be pushed a little bit further. Anyway, let's compare. And do this. So when you're coloring skin, don't just pick this color and add black to it. Try and mix a little bit of grays, blues, the gold, purple. It is not the perfect nose, but good idea. I would definitely expend more time on it, but I need a reference. No reference. Something like this. Turn to like color just to do the eyelashes. I'd definitely add another layer on top, just to hide, knock back the black color. Depends on the illustration, so whatever like the dominant color in the that. I try to avoid like having pure black. My impressions. Let's see. Yeah, the eye ends here, which leaves enough space because there's like you want to measure it. There's a space for a third eye between the two corners of the eye. That's an easy way like to find and measure stuff. So now the neck kind of starts here. That's a very look at all of this here. Got it. I'm gonna copy it. Yeah, it should be around here. What happens in the back? Well, gonna cover it. Paint. Don't have the Photoshop files. Alright, let's go back. Merge. Gonna use my smudge brush. Get rid of the noise added. Usually I would avoid adding noise. I know it's add like a nice touch at the end. It's not good when you're printing. I've tried it a couple of times. If you want to print something, doesn't look good. So I would avoid adding noise. Not so noticeable, but this is too much. Have it here. Okay, fix the hair a little bit. The hair here in the back, there's no light reaching that area, so I'm not sure why it is. How the light is reaching this area. Alright. Okay, now we can have maybe a little bit of highlight. Blue. Getting the nose is very hard. You need this plane to actually not catch that much light. Okay. And here, like I think this area is problematic, and this is why this this angle is very hard. There's the jawbone here to pay attention to. Go with 100 opacity. I'll try to just paint it in. Trying to figure out like where the problem is. What if I'll add the reflected light later. Trying to like figure out this. This was personal work. I would totally avoid. Much better. So you can see it is a struggle. Nothing is easy rendering the face. There's always like new challenges all the time. Never the same. What else? Might change like the way the lips or like the mouth is, but I mean, I guess that's like up to you how you want to design it. Yeah, I'm not liking this smile here. Not sure what's the just like it gives this weird villain kind of look. This here. Then maybe we can have shadow here. The nose. This enough? I don't know. No. Can spend like whole series just in the face here. Had plans to go to other areas. Try to show you tricks, but yeah. Telling you if the face is not good, the illustration falls apart. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this, guys. That was kind of strange. Anyway, slowly but surely, we're getting there. Working with a 100% opacity brush. Maybe it wasn't necessary to add that patch here. Whatever. Yeah, remember, grab DAS, test out stuff here that you want to do. Maybe next time, like I would do, I'll show you maybe how to pose in DAS. Maybe a longer video, but something you're interested in, let me know. Yeah, I have all this kind of explained in my class. That's what I want. Go over like posing and setting up the lights, camera, so on. The nose a little bit smaller. Alright, let's go. Yeah, much better. Alright. I think holy shit. Jesus Christ, man, look at that. We're 30 minutes in, right? No? Almost. Alright, let's jump to something else. I would yeah, let's select the face. Okay, let's see the face. Let's go with color balance. Try and like bring a little bit more life to it. Yeah, maybe something like this. Alright, okay. Next, switch over to this brush here. It has like a nice transition. Okay, let's add. We need this to look believable, so we added the blue light here, and we need to add that everywhere now. So I can do that. It's gonna be very subtle, but it's important to be consistent. We have it here. Just because things are in shadow, don't ignore like render. You notice all of this is like kind of almost one color. So. All right. So I think the arm is kind of weird. So it starts from here, like we have the shoulder here, and extends all the way to here. This is the elbow, and then this is way too long. What I would do is shorten this or fix this area here. So first of all, let's fix the shadow, because the shadow having it like that suggests that this fabric here is kind of like flying forward, which is not the case. And let's the shadow. Maybe I should just use like a soft brush and all of that. My life easier. Then the palm here and the fingers, we have the light coming from this direction. All of this plane is turned away from the light, so all of this is gonna be in shadow. That's why it's very important to have a reference. Plus, you'll be able to show a lot more or emphasize the light coming from the candle more. Then there's the thumb. I think I forgot to add the thumb. That. What else? I would change the position of the hand here, but whatever. I mean, if this is what you want to go with, like for flames, it's fine. You can add more glow. But I would like anything you want to paint, just grab a reference, look at it. So if you want to make the candles look more believable, usually they're kind of like darker in color, and then have a little bit of like the color from the flame, kind of. Just gives the flame more power. And maybe something like that. Then we have thing here, which should be made out of gold or something. Metallic. Gonna reflect stuff. You have to decide. It looks like part of the table she's sitting on, so to differentiate. Same thing here, like the shadow suggests that this, like the pants here, they're like floating way toward the viewer, toward the camera. That down. I mean, legs position is good. Usually people get that wrong, so surprised. What else? Yeah, this area here. Again, you need a reference. Yeah, when you have shadows coming like that, I guess from the window, usually they leave another like call it like a double kind of shadow. Not sure like what's the technical term for it. There's always like, it's not just straight like light shadow. There's a little bit of transition where you can see a little bit of I guess the light color of the light seeping in. Yeah, the other arm's gonna be totally in shadow, so otherwise it doesn't make sense. Now I would make this more interesting by I would add maybe a little bit more blue here. Okay, so we have the boobs here. Maybe something like this. Even the pants, they need really render these. What I would suggest is that like you have a little bit of the understanding what is happening. You need to do more practice when it comes to rendering shapes. I think you lack the understanding of like fundamentals when it comes to bringing all the shapes back to their like basic form. So if you compare it here, like just having the shadows like on the outside shows that you don't understand what's happening here, like, or like how to dissect the turn the arm into like a cylinder. Even like here, the leg here, the thigh should be like a cylinder, so how light's gonna react to that. So you need to focus on that area. Your drawing is good, like just with a little bit of more work you can really enhance your drawing. But what is bringing you kind of like hinder your progress is rendering. You see, bad rendering makes everything looks flat. You don't want that. The worst, man. The worst. You're breaking the illusion. What else would I do? Oh yeah, you have the shadow here, kind of like totally ignored for some reason. I can do this like on a new level. It's gonna be something like this. And turn this to hard light. All right. First, let's keep this on a separate layer. Anyway, what should we do next? You mentioned background. The only problem I see with the background, I think it's fine. You can spend more time if you want to illustrate something new. But the problem I see with the background is the perspective lines. So we're looking up towards the library, which means that all the lines are gonna be what do you call these, like merged towards like a single point, right, in the distance. What you have here is that lines are kind of like merging towards the point at the bottom, which is not what you want to have. That's the problem. So all of this needs to be, how can I fix this? Copy. What we need to do is something like this. That's how it should be. And just to avoid really worrying about it, I'm gonna hit filter, blur, shape blur. Go with I guess this. Anyway, just push it back, doesn't trigger point. Maybe we can have, can add a little bit of mask. I'll bring this. The rest is not really important. Okay, I think next we can do rim light real quick, and then some final touches and call it done. So the problem with the candles here, they're not enough light to create rim like this effect, but we can go with what we have. So rim light is not just going over the contour of the character, like the silhouette. That's not how you do rim light. You need to understand the 3D shape. And go from there. So I think we won't have much here. Up area is gonna. Maybe I overdone it, man. Okay. To the point. We won't see any. This won't. Like just to understanding where the light is coming from, we won't see any of this leg here. We'll see more on the face, so try and bring. Raise the. Oops. Yeah, maybe something like this. This is where like having a reference important, because you can have multiple lights. Yeah, something like this. Okay, so next. I go with my soft brush, pick dark brown. Try and add more. Color dodge, linear dodge. Okay, linear dodge. This is too much, but the point. Okay, let's bring this back. Let's add a new layer. Go with lighten. Just bringing a little bit more life to the background. Add another one. Two. Have that light coming from up. Lighten. Bring it back as well. We can test this like in black and white. What I would usually do is like see the black and white and try and fix the silhouette if needed. This looks okay. I would go to the character and grab the hand here. Exactly like that. Go with level. I would do something. Go with this. Let's grab the face again. Character. Okay, I'm gonna create this. Want to add more bluish color in the back. Let's try maybe blue. Maybe something like this would do. See, the background is not that important at this point. Like, it's there to fill the it's there like to fill the space, but you don't really need to worry about it. You can photo bash it, really. I would use 3D if you know how to. That would help. That's this. Test again. Ah, not bad. Now let's go with new layer. Let's go with blue and the flame here. Start to see the flame color burn. Yeah, something like this. There, let's go pink. Green. I mean, you can do a lot more stuff with this here. And sorry, let's go back again to the character. Let's go to brush, white, and a little bit highlight. Okay. Add a little bit more shadow. Okay, now go on top. Color, you can do color lookup. See if there's anything interesting. These works like Instagram filters. You can download stuff as well online. One here. Yeah, maybe this one. Then we can do mask effects this area. Do one more. Right? Go with the overlay. Okay. Alright, maybe something like this. Group all of this and compare. You can add a lot more filters and stuff, but I think this would do. Can use we can photo bash the candles as well, like the flames. The cat is knocking at the door. Anyway, this means that I have to go and open the door. But yeah, that's the video. I'm gonna do another one for the other submission. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and found this helpful. Yeah, catch you on the next video.